Did you know a simple change in how you walk can transform stress into serenity during your busiest days? Today, let's explore the profound impact of mindfulness practices in our daily lives. I'm changing our pace here. Today, as you can see, we're doing the activity we're talking about. I'm taking you walking with me. Most of us aim to live healthy lives, right? But why? What's the end reward we're seeking? Walking has so many benefits in our overall health. But did you know that helping with the stress is one of them? Many of us have a morning routine that works for us. Many of us keep a fine-tuned routine to balance our demanding jobs with our joys of parenthood. I like doing morning walks before work, before getting the kids to school, because there is something to walking at the first hours of the day when everything is still quiet and you might even get to witness the sunrise. This walk to me is a time of reflection and connection. I started walking every day last spring. It's been a year already. I'm telling you, time goes by fast when you're doing things that help you feel better. The thing about walking first thing in the mornings, you feel the peace of the day waking up. The early morning lights, the sunset sometimes, not even the birds are awake yet sometimes. Have you tried walking around in your neighborhood? Sometimes you can find fellow walkers, some early risers like us, jogging or walking their dogs. There is something to walking in the mornings. It grounds your day, it helps you feel up with energy and ready to conquer the day. You get that energy, you know? Back in the day, when I worked at an office downtown, I would take my morning walks with my friend Kim. We would use the stairs down from the 5th floor instead of using the elevator. We would walk around the building, then go back up using the stairs again. To our surprise, we were not the only ones doing that. Near our building, there was a canal, and we liked going by there and looking at the dogs, sometimes some birds, and it was just a nice break from our computer screens. We would not only enjoy the sun, the scenery, and fresh air, it was also a time when we would chat about our plans, what's going on with the weekend, and the latest office news or gossip before returning to our desks. When you walk regularly, you find your pace naturally slowing down. Your breath becomes deeper and more measured, as if in harmony with the surroundings, tranquil rhythm. When you walk and get in sync with your surroundings, you start noticing the world's beauty and the value of embracing the present. It is in those moments when the weight of the day ahead seems to lighten and gets replaced by a profound appreciation from the here and now. Walking for me has become a way of instilling a sense of calm and presence in my life from the day's start. As the weather started changing with the seasons and the darkness didn't allow me to walk before it was time to get the boys ready for school, my routine changed. I usually do middle of the day walks during the winter. What can I say? I live in Arizona. I guess I'm more used to the heat than the cold. You know, there is another benefit I found to walking. When it's time to be done for the day and I relax while cooking something delicious for dinner, I find myself calmer and looking forward to enjoying my nights with my boys, sharing our favorite meal. Later in the evenings, we curl up on the couch, we enjoy a bit of a movie or a series. Right now, we're watching the last Airbender series. Very good, I recommend. My days, for the most part, start routinely. However, when the unexpected changes and the little enjoyable moments sprout, I welcome them as a gentle reminder of the happiness found in life's unexpected turns and the time spent together. Do you think life is perfect and your morning routine can always go as expected? Don't we all wish? Let me tell you about a morning my friend Liam encountered. He's a single dad. He has 2 sons, Ethan and Alex, and sometimes it's hard to get them ready for school. And he has a hard time managing the breakfast at the same time. You know how it goes. Making sure the kids get ready with their clothes on, eat their breakfast. Sometimes it can be the hardest thing to get kids to focus, right? That morning, Ethan and Alex were arguing over which cartoon to watch. This situation had become typical at the start of their day. Liam juggled packing lunches and tying shoelaces, all while making sure everyone gets out of the house on time. As they were about to leave, Ethan picked up his backpack. It had been left open. You know what happened? The contents spilled on the floor. Has it happened to you? Whenever you're trying to be in a hurry, get somewhere, trying to go fast, to get precious minutes, to be on time, and the most silly and inconvenient things happen? I mean, the clock doesn't stop for anyone. Realizing they were now behind schedule, Liam decided to bypass their usual, more leisurely route through the neighborhood park. Instead, they took the quickest, straightest path directly through the crowded city streets. Surrounded by the morning rush, they moved past other people who were also in a hurry, cars all around, nothing peaceful. Not like their usual morning walk they used to enjoy on a regular basis. After going through crowded streets, Liam and his sons arrived at school just as the bell rang. They barely had time for a quick goodbye before the boys hurried off to their class, leaving Liam to head straight to his office. In the office break room, while grabbing a cup of coffee, Liam chatted briefly with a coworker. After the weekend soccer game, the conversation was light, focused on the game's highlights and the team's prospects for the season. Coffee in hand, Liam made his way back to his desk, ready to dive into the day's workload. The shift from the morning space to the focus required for work was instant, as Liam started sorting through his emails and planning his day. After work, Liam met with Ethan and Alex at their school gate. The boys, full of energy, shared their stories from their day as they walked alongside their dad. Their route home mirrored the one in the morning, hurried pace through the crowded streets, yet the boys filled the time with animated recounting of classroom adventures and playground victories. Liam, while engaging with their stories, navigated the sidewalks, ensuring they were all safe through the evening crowd. By the time evening arrived, Liam and his sons had a quiet dinner together. After the busy day, the atmosphere at the table was naturally more quiet. Their conversation lightly touched on the day's events and what remained to be done to finish the evening. The focus was on enjoying the meal and each other's company, making for a peaceful close to the day. After clearing the dishes, they settled into the living room, each finding their favorite spot on the couch or the floor, ready to end their day with a movie they all enjoyed. It was a simple end of their day, but it was filled with the comfort of their routine and the shared enjoyment of small moments together. Today's stories take us through the mornings of two families, each navigating the start of their day in distinct ways. My story tells you about walking in action. When I walk, I keep in mind the essence of mindful walking, turning an ordinary walk into an extraordinary moment of connection with my surroundings. And if I'm walking with a friend or my kids, I appreciate that moment and connection with each other. This highlights how small mindful adjustments to our routine can invite moments of peace and joy into our lives, even in the middle of the most mundane or chaotic days. In contrast, Liam's story, while rich in familiar warmth and routine, it shows the missed opportunities for appreciation of being in the moment. The direct route through the bustling city streets, chosen out of necessity, reflect a more common approach to daily life, one focused on efficiency and the next task at hand. Liam and his sons share a strong bond. However, their story shows a day that is missing the intentionality that walking promotes, illustrating a day gone without the connection to their environment and to each moment. Both stories are different experiences, yet they both show the transformative power of mindful walking detailed in our blog. I walk while being in the moment. It shows the potential for sustainable practices to enrich our daily lives. Meanwhile, Liam's day, filled with love and duty, makes an invitation to reflect on how, even when we are rushing, there is undiscovered paths waiting to enrich our journey with peace and presence, should we choose to take them. As we navigate our busy lives, the stories remind us of the choices we have in how we move through our days. They invite us to consider finding our own paths of mindful walking to transform our steps into a journey of discovery, connection, and presence, enriching not just our own lives, but also those of the people we share our paths with. Incorporating mindful walking into Liam's daily routine offers a powerful avenue for enhancing his and his son's experiences of a day-to-day life. Drawing from the insights shared in our exploration of mindful walking, let's consider practical ways Liam could infuse his routine with mindfulness, transforming ordinary moments into opportunities for connection and presence. The first step Liam can take is to recognize the opportunities for mindful walking that already exist within his day. This doesn't require setting aside large blocks of time, but rather utilizing the walks he already takes. For example, the walk to school with Ethan and Alex is a perfect opportunity. Instead of rushing through it, Liam can focus on making this a time for presence. He can encourage the boys to notice the sensation of their feet touching the ground, the sounds around them, or even the feeling of the air on their skin. This practice doesn't add time to their walk, but deepens the experience of it. Turning walks into shared rituals can deepen their connection. Before starting their walk, Liam might suggest a moment of intention, pausing briefly with Ethan and Alex to take a deep breath together, setting an intention to observe something new on their walk that day. This ritual becomes a shared practice, not just about getting from one place to another, but about experiencing the journey together. Mindful walking, or walking with intention, is about engaging with the environment through all senses. Liam can make their walks an exploratory adventure by encouraging Ethan and Alex to describe what they see, what they hear, smell, and feel. This could turn their morning walk into a playful exploration, making their journey to school an adventure in mindfulness. On days when walking through the park isn't possible, Liam can still bring elements of mindfulness into their urban walks. He can introduce a simple mantra for them to repeat silently or aloud, such as peace with every step, or encourage visualization, such as imagining walking on a path surrounded by nature. These practices can help shift their focus from the busyness of the city to a more peaceful inner landscape. Even on busy mornings, Liam can find moments to slow down. This might mean leaving the house 5 minutes earlier to allow for a slower walk, where they can pause and notice their surroundings without the rush. This small adjustment can make a significant difference in the quality of their morning routine. After arriving at school or home, Liam can briefly talk with Ethan and Alex about what they noticed on their walk, reinforcing the practice of being present and making it a natural part of their daily conversation and reflection. By integrating these mindful walking practices, Liam can transform the daily walks with his sons into moments of connection and calm, setting a positive tone for the rest of their days. These practices not only offer Liam and his sons a way to find peace and presence in the movement, but also enrich their relationship by creating shared moments of mindfulness. As the journey together through my own and Liam's mornings, we observe the profound difference intentional and sustainable practices can make. My morning walks are filled with peace and presence, transforming my ordinary day into one filled with moments of joy and connection, because I can bring this practice and energy along with me to the end of my day. In contrast, Liam's day, while full of love and commitment, misses at the untapped potential for moments of being present to enrich and deepen his daily experience. These stories invite us to reflect on the rhythm of our own daily routines. They challenge us to consider where we might introduce moments of being in the moment, to not just pass through the day, but truly engage with each step, each breath, each moment. Did I entice you to take up on daily walking? What small changes can you make to bring a sense of presence into your daily walks? How might this practice of being sustainably present can transform your interactions, your mood, and your overall sense of well-being? In our next episode, we will dive deeper into practical ways to incorporate mindful walking into our lives. Regardless of how busy our schedules might be, we'll explore strategies for making it an accessible part of our day, creating a foundation of peace and presence that supports us in every step of our journey. Join me as we continue to explore the transformative power of mindful walking. Together, let's take a first step towards a more mindful, connected, and serene life, one step at a time. What step will you take today to open the door to your creative potential? Share your stories and insights with me, and let's continue to inspire and uplift each other on this journey. If you'd like to embrace harmony and bring emotion into your life, subscribe to this podcast. Or for even more mindfulness tips to gain abundance in your life in a sustainable manner, you will find my Transformative Mindset Masterclass on my website, www.getpositivelyiinspired.com. Have you checked out the Positively Inspired Mindfulness Journal? It is available for purchase on Amazon. You will find the link in the show notes. Make sure to take a look at the show notes. I have links there for you. And have you heard? I'm connecting with you live. Come spend some time with me. Join me while we talk about some more about living sustainably in the moment. I am doing Facebook and Instagram on Thursday at 4:30 Pacific. Don't forget to subscribe. There is so much more coming and you won't want to miss any of it. See you on Thursday. Remember, you are positively inspired.